Welcome, everyone. In this lecture, we are going to understand one of the most important international environmental agreements for the MEO Class 1 oral examination, the Basel Convention. We will cover why the convention was created, its objectives, how hazardous waste movements are controlled, India's obligations, the Basel Ban Amendment, and finally, compare it with the Hong Kong Convention. If you are preparing for MEO Class 1, this is an extremely important topic because questions are frequently asked on hazardous waste movement in ship recycling conventions. Let's begin. Slide 2. Background. Before the Basel Convention existed, many developed countries faced very high costs for disposing of hazardous waste because environmental laws became much stricter during the 1970s. Instead of treating the waste at home, some companies started exporting hazardous waste to developing countries where disposal was much cheaper. This practice became known as toxic colonialism, where poorer nations accepted dangerous waste in exchange for money, often without adequate environmental safeguards. Public concern grew rapidly after several major dumping scandals, eventually leading to negotiations for a global treaty to control international hazardous waste movements. Slide 3. Trigger events. Two major incidents shocked the world. The first was the Sea incident, where a ship carrying incinerator ash from Philadelphia struggled to find a country willing to accept its cargo. Part of the waste was illegally dumped in Haiti, while the remaining waste wandered for years before final disposal. The second was the cocoa incident in Nigeria, where thousands of drums of hazardous chemical waste were stored in a residential area for a very small payment. The leaking chemicals caused serious health concerns and international outrage. These two incidents became the main driving force behind the Basel Convention. Slide 4. Purpose of the Convention. The Basel Convention aims to protect both human health and the environment from the harmful effects of hazardous waste. Its three major objectives are very easy to remember. First, minimize the generation of hazardous waste. Second, reduce international movement of hazardous waste. Third, ensure waste is treated and disposed of as close as possible to where it is generated. The basic idea is simple: produce less hazardous waste, transport it less, and manage it safely. Slide 5. General obligations. The Convention places several important obligations on all parties. Hazardous waste cannot normally be traded with non-parties. Before exporting hazardous waste, the exporting country must obtain prior informed consent, commonly called PIC, from the importing country. Every shipment must be officially notified in advance. Waste must be packaged, labeled, and transported safely according to international requirements. Finally, every shipment must remain documented from its origin until final disposal through a movement document. These rules ensure complete control and traceability of hazardous waste.
Slide 6. 9 annexes. The Basel Convention contains 9 annexes, each covering a specific aspect. Annex 1 identifies categories of hazardous waste. Annex 2 lists wastes requiring special consideration. Annex 3 explains hazardous characteristics such as toxicity, flammability, and corrosiveness. Annex 4 covers disposal operations. Annexes VI and VB specify notification and movement documents. Annex 6 deals with arbitration. Annex 7 relates to the Basel Ban Amendment. Finally, Annexes 8 and 9 classify hazardous and non-hazardous wastes. For oral examinations, remember that the Convention has 9 annexes numbered 1 to 9. Slide 7. Scope of waste. A waste under the Basel Convention is any substance or object that is disposed of, intended to be disposed of, or required to be disposed of under national law. Examples include biomedical waste, used oil, lead-acid batteries, persistent organic pollutants, PCBs, and many industrial chemical wastes. Classification mainly depends on Annex 1, supported by Annex 8 for hazardous wastes and Annex 9 for non-hazardous wastes. This definition is very important because only qualifying wastes come under Basel Convention controls. Before we continue, if you're finding these lectures useful for your MEO Class 1 preparation, please take a second to subscribe to the channel. It really motivates me to create more high-quality study material based on IMO and official sources. Also, press the bell icon so you don't miss the next lectures in this complete convention series. Now let's continue. Slide 8. Illegal traffic. A shipment becomes illegal if prior informed consent procedures are ignored or if hazardous waste is deliberately dumped. The convention requires every party to make illegal traffic a criminal offense under its own domestic law. However, remember an important oral examination point. The convention itself does not directly punish offenders internationally. Instead, enforcement is carried out through each country's national legislation. Slide 9. India's status. India ratified the Basel Convention on 24 June 1992, and it entered into force for India on 22 September 1992. India was the first global South country to ratify the convention. However, India has not ratified the Basel Ban Amendment. The nodal ministry responsible is the Ministry of Environment, Forest, and Climate Change, supported by the Central Pollution Control Board and State Pollution Control Boards. These facts are frequently asked in oral examinations. Slide 10. Indian hazardous waste rules. To implement Basel obligations domestically, India introduced the Hazardous and Other Wastes Management and Transboundary Movement Rules 2016. These rules expanded coverage beyond hazardous waste to include other controlled wastes, such as metal scrap, used electronics, and waste tires. The 2019 amendments introduced important changes, including prohibition of solid plastic waste imports and simplified procedures for certain re-imports of defective electronic assemblies. These rules give practical effect to Basel Convention requirements within India.
Slide 11. Basel Ban Amendment. The Basel Ban Amendment was adopted in 1995. It prohibits exports of hazardous waste from Annex 7 countries, which include OECD members, the European Union, and Liechtenstein, to non-Annex 7 countries for disposal or recycling. Although adopted in 1995, it entered into force only on 5 December 2019 after receiving sufficient ratifications. An important oral exam point is that India has not ratified this amendment, and the United States has not ratified the Basel Convention itself. Slide 12. Liability Protocol. In 1999, parties adopted the Basel Protocol on liability and compensation. Its objective is to determine who is financially responsible if an accident occurs during international transport or disposal of hazardous waste. The protocol establishes a framework for prompt compensation and liability. However, an important fact is that this protocol has not yet entered into force because it has still not received the required number of ratifications. This distinction is often tested during oral examinations. Slide 13. Hong Kong Convention versus Basel Convention. Although both conventions relate to hazardous materials and ship recycling, they have different purposes. The Hong Kong Convention focuses specifically on the entire ship recycling process, from construction to recycling. The Basel Convention focuses on international movement of hazardous waste. Basel relies mainly on prior informed consent and movement documentation. Another important difference is that Basel specifically defines illegal traffic as a crime, whereas the Hong Kong Convention does not contain an equivalent provision. Understanding these differences is extremely important for MEO Class 1 oral examination. Slide 14. Quick revision and closing. Let's quickly revise the most important points. The Basel Convention was adopted on 22 March 1889 and entered into force on 5 May 1992. India ratified it on June 24, 1992. The convention contains 9 annexes.
The Basel Ban Amendment entered into force on 5 December 2019, but India has not ratified it. Remember the three core principles: minimize hazardous waste generation, minimize international movement, and dispose of waste as close as possible to its source. These are the foundation of the Basel Convention. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this lecture helped you understand the Basel Convention in a simple and exam-oriented way. I'll see you in the next lecture. Happy studying and all the best for your MEO Class 1 oral examination.